Welcome back to another rig review, and today I want to take a look at this cute little Healthbot. As always, I will put the link in the description of where to get that robot. The link to it will also be on my Animation Buffet site, where I put all kinds of rigs on there and reviews. So if you have a rig you want me to look at, post, and or review, let me know. You can email me, link in the description and here in the pop-up. And I post these on my YouTube channel. Feel free to browse around and see if there's anything you like. And if you do like, you don't want to miss anything, you can also subscribe while hitting that bell button. All right, let's look at this cute little robot from all angles. That's what it looks like. You got your main control out here. Here is your global scale. You can't scale it like this. It goes through the channel, but you can move this around. You select the inner control and you don't have any scale either, but you can move it around. So again, this is if you have any type of pivot changes. So now I can move this around, and since it is hovering, this will give you the pivot off the center here, probably on the heaviest part here. So that's what I would do here. But of course, you can grab this guy and fly around like this, and then you have this controller here to move it around. Again, you have multiple controllers, and this is the Flycon as it says. But with the center here, I would still probably center it a bit higher, so feel free to change that however you want to. But anyway, let's go back. That's all you have in the channels. That's all you have in the channels down here. I usually start at the bottom. This has no feet, but it has little controllers here. Speaking of feet, that's what you have here if you select this. It would be kind of cool to have controllers here as well, to kind of do, well, if I change this here, modify center pivot, then it would be kind of cool to do something where it can technically rotate like this and maybe come out, just to kind of have something cute when it lands, so that the feet could have a bit of a kind of squishiness, kind of a compression. Maybe it rotates in as it compresses. I think that would be really cool. Just a note to the person who created this. Link in the description, of course. But anyway, let's go to this guy here. So you have this control gives you rotate on off. Let's turn this on, and you have this. And when you do this, you have that. There is no scale, but you can select this one here. So when you pull this, this is your scale. So when you have a and then going back, this is how you would do it. You can scale it like that as well to go in and out a bit more focused. So you can translate, move this around. You can rotate that end here, do all kinds of things and scale, like I said. And that is that. Going up here, you have your body control here, as it says. And again, this is for moving things around. This moves everything, as you can see, but it's not moving this. So as you have your flight control, as it says here, the pivot is going to still be this. So if you want to change that, right, you can go with this, go a bit lower, and bam, now when you do your flight control selection, your pivot will be here. So you can do this through these two, as I said at the beginning, or through changing your body count and then adjusting the pivot there. Going up here, you have eyes. So you got two controllers here. So actually no eyes, you have one eye. You select this and you have eyelid top and eyelid down. So it's super cute. You got lids. You can translate this around. There's a limit to this. So as I'm going over, it stops. So you can move around like that. There's an inner control here. So that's your iris scale. And you can translate this around. Again, it has a limit. It's all nicely done. I would probably go in there and change the color. This is for me textures on, right? So this is your lights, textures, no textures. So this will change that. It'll be kind of cute to change just the look of this. It doesn't get completely lost. And the red was a nice glossy, you can see this here, geometry shaded there. That's kind of cool. Then going over there, you got your wings. So you can select this and you can go down, and has a limit, which is also cool. And the limit is here. So you can close this up and open it. And then this has an extra little flap here, also with limits. Super cool. It's so cute. I love that. This little cute little simple rig, but you can get so much out of this. Now I know this is a hard surface piece here. This is all kind of a metal container, something. But it would still be really, really cute if you could actually squash and stretch this and squash this. I think that as an extra option could be kind of cute. And that could be something with a control where maybe you can change the lights, or you can have it pop out. This could be a container that you could open. I can't usually look at it, it's empty. But I think this has possibilities to kind of expand on that rig a bit with some cute little things. Going back though, you got the antenna. So you got your main rotational here. You can't translate and you can't scale. And you go on these and it's all the same thing. So I can select all of these here all the way to the top. There's no scale, there's no translate, but FK wise, you can rotate this around. Sometimes on the top, you have extra channel controls. Nothing here. This is what you get here. Then we look at the light, and the lights, you have the lights on off like this, and you can rotate this around like that or through the channel. Again, it'd be kind of neat to also be able to have a control here for the colors. I mean, you can change this manually, of course, but we kind of need to go over this blue, maybe red, yellow, green, all kinds of options. I think that would be kind of cute. Now, when you grab this, you can't translate this. So there's no way for potentially going in and closing this. It'd be kind of neat if you could. If I take this here, right, it's going to be all crazy. Let's pretend I hide all this. It's cute though. You have a little light bulb, but if you could hide all of that, hide this, hide that, this is almost like an iris where it would open, the light comes out, and then it goes back in and it closes. I think that could be kind of cute. And then it just kind of looks like this. I'm going to hide everything manually here and then hide it like that. And you can see it'd be kind of cute to have this gone, and then bam, the light comes out. It's almost like you have this. Let me select this here. So you select that, and then you close this at the same time. And this is kind of its closed state. I mean, you would have to technically select this here and turn that off. So there you go. So that could be its resting state, and then when it starts flying around, it could be maybe a way to take these guys and then hide the legs. I don't know, I think this has a lot of potential of adding more things to it to make it super cute, a bit more versatile, and something where just have a bit more options to tweak things. Other than that, again, I think I selected all its controllers. If you do this and you just kind of look around what is going on, that's all we have. There are no hidden controllers, and it's a cute rig. Again, you can move things around. There's nothing crazy to pose out. I mean, you can have that, you can have it move around like this. You can potentially change that a little bit. Maybe this comes out for whatever reason you want a bit of a change there. Maybe you want to change in here. You don't have any rotations where you can move it like this. You can see you can, but it doesn't really move. It's not like you have a pivot joint here and you can change the angle of. You can only change it in one axis here, and even in Y you can't change anything, even though the controller does it. I think that would be another thing that'd be kind of cute in terms of posing things out. So I'm gonna leave it like that. You can do it like this, and then maybe you can take these guys and move that around like this. Like that's probably as far as you will go. But then you could have that eye like this. This is my real-time, not fast forward posing, or maybe this like that. But again, the little squash and stretch could be kind of cool if I activate my drawing abilities here, that you could have a line of action where you have this, my awesome line here, right? So if you do this, you would move the rig over so it's a bit more like that, has a bit of a bend, maybe even in the light. Like an overall squash and stretch, why not? Because you already have the antenna like this, got the fire there, maybe these guys, like I said, rotating back this way could be kind of cute, so that from a top view, if this is the robot lights, the wings are not like this. The wings could actually be rotated out like that, so you have kind of like an angle like that as it moves this way. I think that would be all really, really cool in terms of what the rig could do. It's a super cute rig, nice and simple, but very, very appealing for lots of cute little animations. I can't wait to see what people are doing with this. And again, if you have any rigs that you want me to look at, post, or review, then you can send me an email, link in the description, and in the pop-ups you can see this. And that is that from me. If you like this, you want to see more of this and not miss anything, feel free to subscribe. You know the drill at the end of those clips, but I will say it anyway. But that's it for me, and I will see you in my next clip. And I'm going to do a bye. Oh, there's a limit. I want to go higher up there. Bye, 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 bye.